You know that moment when an agent shows up and your brain just short circuits into a static screen? That is exactly why the first rule of surviving any encounter with immigration officers is boring but powerful. You write everything down the second it is safely over. Think of your memory like a phone at 1% battery. It dies fast under stress, and it will absolutely lie to you about details later. So the trick is turning your brain into a courtroom witness instead of a scared bystander, and that starts with a notebook, not a lawyer. Not yet. Here's the plain truth. Agents are trained to sound official and confident, even when what they are asking for is not required by law. You are allowed to ask calmly, "Am I free to leave?" And that single sentence has changed outcomes in more cases than people realize. Let us talk about paper, because paper is your best friend in a system built on paperwork. Every badge number, every name, every business card handed to you needs to end up somewhere safe, like a folder or an email you send to yourself with a timestamp. Recording matters too, and in most public spaces, you are legally allowed to record an interaction with your phone. Just remember, being calm on camera looks a lot more credible in court than being loud on camera, even if loud feels satisfying in the moment. Now, here is a twist most people do not expect. Silence is not suspicious. Silence is strategy. You do not have to answer every question just because someone in a uniform asked it with a stern voice. Let us bust a myth right here. Thinking you signed something means it is final. Many people have unknowingly signed voluntary departure forms without understanding them, and that single signature can undo years of legal standing. This is where documentation becomes your time machine. If you write down the date, the location, the exact words used, and the names present, you are basically building an evidence file before you even meet an actual attorney. Community groups have caught on to this too. Some neighborhoods now run Know Your Rights workshops that teach people to fill out simple incident report cards. It sounds almost too simple, yet these cards have held up as supporting evidence in real deportation defense cases. Let us zoom out for a second. Why does any of this even matter? Because immigration court often comes down to a battle of narratives, and whoever has dates, details, and paper trail usually controls that narrative. Doubt creeps in here too because people wonder if documenting an encounter could make them look guilty. It does the opposite. Documentation shows a person who is organized, aware, and taking their legal protections seriously. Preparation is not about expecting the worst. It is about not being caught flat-footed if the worst happens. A simple folder with copies of identification, prior case numbers, and a written timeline can save weeks of confusion later. Technology helps too. Cloud storage means your evidence survives even if your phone does not. Backing up photos, recordings, and notes to an email or drive the same day removes the risk of losing everything in one dropped phone moment. Lawyers are not magicians. They are storytellers with legal training. And the story is only as strong as the evidence you hand them. The fewer gaps in your timeline, the faster they can build a real defense instead of guessing what happened. So here's the real takeaway. Calm documentation beats panic every single time, and preparation today can protect a future you have not lived yet. If you want to learn more about how to find the right immigration lawyer or funding options for your case, check out our links in the description.